Welcome back to the DDD Podcast. Kasra, it's been quite a while.
Yeah, it has been. I think the last one that we've done might have been in October.
Prior to Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
So talk us through Chiang Mai to start with, mate. Talk us through about what happened on your birthday night.
Yeah, it was just a chilled night. Didn't go out. Really relaxed. What did you do on my birthday?
We all went out and had a good time.
Was I there?
I think you were for half the night and then you went home about 8
I wouldn't remember.
No, it was a good time. It was a good time. But so what was your thoughts on the Chiang Mai conference?
Really good. Do you know what? I felt that tired after the entire conference that I just felt like I needed another, not a holiday, but a holiday. So yeah, it was very, very overwhelming at times because obviously I was speaking and then had people coming up to me asking for photos, which I don't mind. I really do like the human interaction because I feel like you've probably seen this loads where you'll be speaking to somebody for like 8-9 months and you've never met them in real life.
Yeah.
So it's always good touching grass, as some people would say, and actually getting out the house and speaking to people, networking. Obviously we had the villa, we had the private mastermind at the villa. Had so many people there. I think what you said was about right. I've got sore head speaking to so many people.
Yeah, that was crazy times actually because they come round from 8 o'clock in the morning. It was literally all day, and then it went on all night as well. It was great seeing people like Jason Hennessy and Steve Toff for the first time, like in person. Julian Goldie, what an absolute legend. Yeah. So, like, let's jump onto that then. Let's jump slightly away from Chiang Mai. Julian Goldie, like, you're doing quite a lot with him at the moment.
Yeah.
He's obviously a great guy to see in the villa, but, like, what's the plans there on that front?
So, I went on his podcast. He done one on my channel, so we've kind of done one-on-one. And then we've just planned out, like, a vigorous YouTube schedule for each other. So, I think he's planning on uploading one a day. In certain times of the week, he might be uploading 2. One to his channel, one to his agency channel. I'll be doing the same thing. Obviously, whenever this goes live, there'll be another YouTube video on my channel as well. But yeah, do you know what? When there's certain times when you meet people and you just click and you're like, I quite like the vibe that guy gives off. And Julian was one of them where he's got the mindset. He's been uploading every day for like the past year or something like that, which is just crazy. It's essentially like going to the gym, just get the reps in, worry about the actual, how you're doing the reps later on.
I suppose it becomes down to, we were chatting about this morning actually about Joe Davis from Fat Joe. Yeah. Where he basically turned around saying that his personal branding wasn't good enough. So then he decided, do you know what, I'm just going to tweet every single day. So, and he's not missed now for 2 years. And that kind of, it just becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, that's it. It's just second nature to start happening. So, I mean, it's incredible. That barrier to entry of doing a YouTube video every single day is a lot of work. Like, your thumbnails are unbelievable. You've got so much more confidence in your deliverability. But even just getting the information to talk about something new every single day, whether it's AI, backlinks, content, like if you're not innovating in what you're delivering, people aren't going to come and watch, or they're just going to unsubscribe. Yeah. It's fine asking them, can you like my video and subscribe to my channel? But you need to be delivering good value for that. So when creating the 30-minute video is now for you the easy part. Yeah, it's what information you're going to put in that video as well. So
do you know what? I think that Julian's got a good team behind him. I've got a really good team behind me. I think it's all down to like what the team's actually doing day in, day out. What are they testing? Is there anything that's working that wasn't working 6 months ago? Can I publish that on the YouTube channel? Yeah. So it's not just like, I bet a lot of people would look at me and Julian and think we're the one-man band creating the YouTube video, doing the thumbnail, doing the SOPs, and it's actually not the case. It's like I've got somebody that does the thumbnail for me. I've got somebody that uploads the video for me.
I mean that's the amazing part of it, where you've literally got the team behind you that can basically do the testing. You can implement what exactly you want them to do. So you go, right, you've got 4 weeks, I want you testing tier 3 backlinks. Right, you've got 4 weeks, I want you to test semantic triples. See, I've got semantic triples in. Yeah, boy. Learned that in Chiang Mai. But we can put all them prompts in place. What different link building strategies are working? Are these toxic links? Is toxicity even a thing? Does author bio lines even make a difference or not? Is there such a thing as an author transparency penalty? Prove it. See whether we can rank for these keywords without having an author bio and not get penalised. See whether we can spam local with ridiculous amount of exact match internal links. Does it matter? Does it not matter? Like, you're coming up with all these ideas every single day that my team can then go and implement. And then your team then is providing information back for you, which then means that you can just go, brilliant, I've got this information. And it's good. And like, same with Julian. Julian's got the people behind him that can test stuff. And he's leveraging AI left, right, and centre as well.
I'm going to put Julian Goldie on blast here, right? Because you'll love this, right? So we're doing like a podcast, I think it was, and one of his staff members joins the Google Meet, and she quickly realizes what's going on. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." But that was just funny because he's got like meetings scheduled in, day out. So like if anybody's looking at Julian Goldie or guys like myself or guys like you, and it's like, oh my God, Dooley's on 5 podcasts a week. He's got 600 websites and he's uploading all these articles. It's not the case. We've got an army behind us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah.
So anyway, back on to Chiang Mai. Let's go through back to just after we did the last podcast. We went to Chiang Mai. So any people, any things that you took from it, whether it's not really, sometimes you don't really take many SEO knowledge bombs from some of the meetup, from the actual conferences. It's normally the people that you get to meet, and then from the people that you meet, you get some knowledge bombs. But what was your key takeaways from this year's Chiang Mai conference? Or was it just the networking and relationships?
Key takeaways. AI is massive. Everyone's doing something crazy with AI, whether it's Steve Toff when he's like automatically doing stuff for SEO Notebook. I know that he's doing a lot of AI link building related stuff at the minute. I thought that was really cool. Obviously, we met his developer as well. Super cool guy. Then what else? Yeah, do you know what? I thought the more eye-opening thing was the amount of things that you can do with AI, not just content. Like, obviously, you can do the videos. You can do images now, or well, you used to be able to do images, but the prompts and the actual output's a lot nicer. What was your key takeaway?
So on the subject of AI, right? I'm going to throw something out there now from this podcast, right, that we need to try and stick to. So in 2024, I'm going to throw it out to the universe, so I then need to do it. By the end of this year, I want an AI faceless video company, either investing in one or setting up new. I want an AI image agency for thumbnails of like YouTube videos or for anything to do with social media. I've already invested in auto blogging, which I do believe is the best blog content creation tool that there is. I then want a premium version of that. So it's using godlike mode, but with human editors for money content, just because there's certain areas that I need call to actions being put in and sales copy in the introductions to flow nicely. And then I just want to make certain I properly leverage and embrace AI. So the biggest thing for me when I came back from Chiang Mai was getting the team to embrace and leverage AI so it supercharged them. So it didn't become a burden that was going to replace them. Because if they didn't embrace AI, AI was going to replace their job. It was as simple as that. And moving forward, if they can be better at AI and become an AI prompt engineer, and then stamp their authority, you still need the human element of putting the prompts in place to make certain that AI becomes your virtual assistant. And if I can get every single member of staff to have AI as their virtual assistant, the output, which has already been the case, is 10x for so many things, whether it's video, images, and content. So that's been definitely my biggest key takeaway on it is leveraging artificial intelligence.
By the way, we've just done a 30-minute video all on AI SEO. We'll have a link to that in the description somewhere. So just click on that. I think we talk about AI images, AI content, topical Titan, talk about it all. So if you want to try and deep dive into what AI tools you need to be using, go and check that video out.
Yeah, also as well, let us know if you think there's anything that we've missed, or like AI link building. We've got like the link simulator that's in that video.
Yeah.
There's topical Titan, which does topical maps, semantically relevant topical maps with different intents being broken down, which is very different to just using keyword research from Ahrefs and SEMrush and Keyword Cupid from using the Google search engine results page. This is actually using large language models within topical Titan. That's actually going to come live pretty soon. So that's definitely going through. I think there's going to be a brand called Content Veggie that's going to come out with a premium AI content. So I just want to get, ideally by the end of the year, I want 8 AI SEO brands is my plan.
You're doing a lot in AI, doubling
a
down.
Lot. Oh, doubling down, because the reason why I want the new brands and I want the agencies for doing it and I want someone heading it up is because I want them consistently every single day trying to improve the prompts. So even if they failed as a business in isolation, I could still use the prompts for images for the rank and rents or for the lead gen or for anything else of what I'm doing it in. Like, I get better at understanding whether DALL-E, whether it's Midjourney, whether it's Adobe Firefly, whatever it is that it could be, that we understand the right prompts. Like, that you put me on with that in video for AI faceless videos, and I'm like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. They create a 3-minute video in 10 seconds by a simple 2-line prompt.
Yeah.
And it created a out of this world kind of video. So yes, I'm all in on that front. That's what Chiang Mai brought for me. Plus the connections, always the connections.
Yeah.
Your network is your net worth. So if you can keep trying to see some of these in person, try and help them out as best you can, then yeah, it's unbelievable.
Just raising the value of everyone around you, really.
Exactly, yeah. So obviously you've gone and created a load of a larger network now. Obviously your YouTube's blowing up. I also see is your big ugly mug every single day showing up on my news feed, whether it's on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. You are Mr. Everywhere. So what's the plans for Kasra, Mr. Everywhere Dash, for 2024? Is it literally, so you're saying you're going to do a video every single day in this year? Obviously sometimes twice a day. But what about talks, conferences? What are you going to do if you're at a talk? Are you still going to do one in the morning?
That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out at the minute. Because obviously I've got Dubai coming up, which we'll talk about later on. But I'm trying to create a bank of, like, let's say 50 videos where it's like hit days. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, I might be sick or whatever. To be fair, I was absolutely ill like 2 weeks ago and I was still got up every day coughing. I had to pause the video a load of times because I'm coughing and all sorts and sneezing. Still uploaded every single day. That's the goal. There might be some days that I might miss or whatever. I might be on a flight or something. But yeah, trying to do at least 90% of the entire year.
So something I'd say to you is you should be using artificial intelligence to improve your biohacking so I don't get ill. Really simple, then you don't miss a day.
Do you want to know something really weird? For the entirety of 2023, didn't get ill once, right?
Yeah.
2024, it was like literally the 2nd of 2024.
It's just a sign of weakness, illness, you know? It's just
just a little bit weak.
Could be burnt out, being fatigued. But anyway, 2024, conferences. You just mentioned Dubai. What's Dubai? What other conferences are you doing?
So, Affiliate World. Do you know what? It's weird because after Chiang Mai, I said, Affiliate World's the next one. That's the one that I want to speak at. That's the goal. And I was like, I'll settle for 2025 speaking at Affiliate World. Literally 2 months later. Hey, Kaz, you want to speak at Affiliate World? Yeah, all right, I'll do it. So, yeah, that is all about affiliate. There's a lot of affiliates. There's a lot of e-commerce brands that people do affiliate for, right? So, for example, Wayfair might be there. I don't know if they are, but I'm just using them as an example. And all of their affiliates will also be there. So there's 6,000 people in attendance. Quite a big, or the biggest conference that I've spoke at. But yeah, so that's the next one. Then we have, both of us actually have Vietnam, Saigon in April.
Yeah.
Before that, you actually have Poland.
Poland, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rob's in Poland, so I'm looking forward to that. That's quite a lot of it's on artificial intelligence.
Right.
So, me and Carl are going there with Scott to Poland. To be fair, I absolutely love the Polish lads as well. I give them a lot of stick saying that they don't know how to party, but the only reason why I say that is because, I'm the opposite. Like, by giving someone... give someone grief, it's because I like them. So like I'm giving them grief saying, no, you don't even know how to party, but they know how to party. They're good lads. So I'm looking forward to seeing them doing a few days of hard work, and then I think the last day is Carlton's birthday, so I think we'll go for that.
That'll be intense.
So, but then the week after, then Saigon, So
then we've got Saigon, we've got the villa in Saigon as well, the private mastermind that we're doing. Then in June, I have got Estonia. And that's it then. Or actually, no, sorry, I've missed out affiliate gathering
in York.
I don't know the dates of that. But yeah, pretty booked up. I don't have anything in Q3 and Q4, so if anyone has an event, hit me up. I'm sure I will speak.
I'll pimp him out.
Yeah. But so that's all the events. You've got. I feel like you have two. Right,
I've not even looked at Q3, Q4, but I've literally just got Poland and Saigon for now. Right. But then I try not to book too many things too far in advance. I just look at a couple of months ahead and then see what's happening, because you just don't know what's going to, like, let's say with artificial intelligence or whatever, something might change, and then I might want to go to a certain conference to do with specifically just around links or just around content or something like that, because Google might change the algorithm slightly. So I don't like doing stuff 7-8 months in advance. So even for whether it's affiliate or whether it's lead gen or whether it's local or whether it's e-commerce, like sometimes I might be changing where I'm investing certain time and effort into. Opportunities open up every single day, so I try and not book too far. Saigon's the furthest away. I've booked in, but then...
Well, so away from the events... What's some goals that you've got for 2024 apart from the AI stuff? I don't want to talk about AI anymore. Right.
Personal goals is just elevate people around me, try and improve everybody. But indirectly, if everyone around me gets better, I get better.
Yeah.
So if I can elevate everyone around me with regards to team members, to improve the prompts of AI, but like improve in everything of what they're doing, commercially be more savvy, make less mistakes because they've already failed too much in 2023 and then 2022. Don't make the same mistakes if we can. Don't get me wrong, I want them to fail hundreds of times this year. Do you know what I mean? But just not make the same mistakes, which then means that the mistakes that we've previously made will be monetizing hopefully this year from previous years. Build out. To be fair, I want to try and get up to, and I don't know why, but I want to try and get up to 2,000 ranking websites. I think we're at we've built out about 150 in the last 2 months.
Right.
So I want to try and get up to 2,000 ranking rents in different spaces. I enjoy speaking to I'm not an SEO. And I've said this so many times, people go, why do you always say that? You know about content and links and silo and technical. And I'm like, I'm not an SEO, I'm a businessman. And I just love speaking to business owners.
You're not a businessman either. You're a woodpecker.
Yeah. That's what Carl's is, isn't it? Like, he just says, like, if I get something that I want, I won't stop until I get it.
Yeah.
But I suppose that's been, I don't know, from being younger, that's just the always way I've been. Like, you got to fight for what you want. So sometimes I might outreach to a company going, I want to invest in your company, but we're not for sale. I know you're not for sale, I just want 25%. We're not selling 25%. Well, you're not, because you didn't realise it was an opportunity. I'm coming to you with an opportunity of me buying 25%. And then if I can double the size of your business, it's like you owning not 75, but 150% of a business.
Yeah.
So I'm going to double the size of it. So then I normally put certain things in place to say, if I don't double it, I'll let you buy the shares back.
If somebody does have a business that they potentially want to give you 25% or maybe want you as an investor, how can they essentially reach out to you?
JamesDooley.com. I'm always looking for investment opportunities. It's got to be the right, obviously, deal. I'll put it into my financial advisors that'll quickly look at it. Is it an industry that I want to be in? Is it not? That could sway it. Is it a profitable business? Is it not? I'm not too bothered, to be fair. In the growth stage, a lot of businesses aren't profitable. So if it's not profitable, I'm fine with it. If I do feel that it could be something that grows legs in the next two or 3 years. So yeah, jamesdooley.com, and then on there you can see all my social profiles. Just drop me a message and I'll have a look at any opportunity myself.
Yeah. So aside from the business goals, have you got any fitness goals, family goals?
Yeah, so to be fair, I've been absolutely smashing it. There's something in League called Warrior Strength Training. Yeah. So it's away from the normal gym kind of sessions. It's like flipping tires, jumping up and down off like box jumps and prowlers and stuff like that. So I've been doing that 3 times a week, and then obviously been going to the gym with yourself. I'm not doing it like you, don't miss a day. Like I'm doing it where I'm going to do 5 days a week. I've obviously got kids and stuff like that, so I've got a little bit less free time. But then just create amazing memories with friends, amazing memories with family, and amazing memories in the workplace. Like I feel like I need to do a little bit more in the workplace. Like do more like kind of trips, whether it's like a skiing trip with the staff and stuff like that, or whether it's a summer trip somewhere.
Yeah.
Not even just for, it's building culture and stuff like that, just because I actually enjoy them. Like all my business partners are my friends. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I just shouldn't sooner shut. If they're not my friend, I'd sooner shut down the business.
Yeah.
I don't need it for the money, but I enjoy building successful brands with business partners that are my friends. I feel it's fun. So just more memories, more time with kids, more time with family, more time in the gym.
Yeah.
What about you? Obviously you've got your 1 video a day, you go to the gym every day, but like what have you got any, is it like financial goals where you're at the moment? Is it like kind of memories? Like what? Do you feel, just away from that before you answer that, do you feel when you go on these talks and trips, because you've been Chiang Mai, you've been Las Vegas, you're going to Dubai, these are the most luxurious places in the world. Do you never just sit back and go, actually, I need to appreciate what I'm doing a little bit more? Like, or do you feel that you do appreciate it?
Do you want to silence your phone? Your phone's vibrating. So, do I appreciate it? Yes, I definitely do. Because there's a lot of people at my age, bearing in mind I'm only 17. There's a lot of people at my age, 26, that don't get to appreciate it. Where they are just working like a regular job, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just not for me. Like I need to be busy, I need to be staying fit, I need to be looking at, right, what's next, if it's SEO or business, what can I invest in, what's working, what's not working, how can I keep my brain busy? Because if I don't keep my brain busy, I'm like, right, okay, well, there's nothing to do, I'm gonna go and sleep. I'm like a bear. Right.
Yeah.
If I've not got anything to hunt, I'm just gonna be very, very lazy. So I always try and keep my brain occupied. And the only time I will switch off is if I'm going to the gym, which I go every day, and it essentially keeps me active and it keeps me not tired throughout the day. So it helps with like the fatigue and stuff like that. And then the second time will probably be if I'm having a haircut as well. That's also when I like to switch off. And then the third time is when I am actually on the trip. So I'll get the work done out of the way, whether it's if I'm talking at a conference, I'll get that out of the way, and then I'll actually start to appreciate the actual being in Vegas or being in Chiang Mai a little bit more. So yeah, to answer your question, I do appreciate like all the trips and stuff like that I have been on, because I know that there's a lot of people that will be looking at my Instagram photos or my Facebook photos or potentially my YouTube videos, being like, oh, it's amazing what he's been able to do. The one caveat to that is I am pleased, but I'm never satisfied.
Good saying.
So
show me a fully satisfied man, and I'll show you failure.
Yeah, very true.
Like every day is a school day. You should always be making certain that you're trying to strive to improve and be a better person than who you are today, tomorrow. Yeah. So how can people get in touch with you? Obviously, they see you absolutely everywhere. So, but like, what's the best platform?
KasraDash.com. Very, very similar websites. If you check out jamesdooley.com, it's a similar website. But going back to the goals, fitness goals, do you know what? For the past 2 years, I wanted a 6-pack, and I got a 6-pack, and I'm like,
Now you're a bit podgier.
Yeah. Do you know what? I am actually a bit podgier now. Whenever I go start doing creatine, you just gain more water weight, so you don't see the abs as much. But now I think just maintaining it, maybe going a little bit up in the weights. I want to try and reach 70 kilograms. I think I'm at 66 or something like that, so should be very achievable. New weights in the gym, potentially doing 75, 80 kg chest press. That would be quite nice. I reckon that might take me a few months, 5-6 months to get up to that. So that's the fitness side of stuff. The YouTube goals, I want to hit 10,000 subscribers by April. When I hit 10,000, doing ballet for a couple of weeks.
Ballet?
Yeah. Not
ballet dancing?
Not ballet dancing, the destination in Indonesia.
Ballet?
Yeah.
What do you mean, ballet dancing? Like, what ballet dancing got to do with 10,000 subscribers?
Yeah, I'm just going to start doing ballet dancing. That'd be a good video. That might actually get me to 10,000 subs.
Yeah, probably would, to be fair.
So...
Kasra the bear does ballet dancing.
So, yeah, I'm aiming for 10,000 subs by April, which I reckon would probably be achievable. I'm going to hit 3,000 in the next couple of days. Do you know what? I don't know if I spoke to you on this, but in December, or at the start of December, I was like, I'd be happy to hit 2,000 in January. And I hit 2,000 when I was up at Gary's house, like 22nd of December, 23rd of December. So it was almost like a early Christmas present. So that's the goals for YouTube. Business goals, I want to start growing out search through. Yeah, that's going to be a big mission. Sure, I'll be able to achieve it. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's it goals wise.
Yeah.
Do you think I've missed anything else?
I don't think so, no. I think keep doing what you're doing. I think what will start to happen is the more you're publishing like you are and you are being Mr. Everywhere, the opportunities that you'll be getting they'll get opportunities left, right and centre. People will want you not just to hire you as a consultant, as a business mentor or as a link builder or whatever it is that they're struggling with. Mm-hmm. They'll also want you as an investor. Yeah. And I think at that point, when you come from intrapreneur to entrepreneur and then to investorpreneur, they're the steps that you need to take. So intrapreneur, obviously, you're actually employed and you're working inside of a company and you're known as being an intrapreneur. An entrepreneur is where you're physically taking the risks and you're working on the business, but you're the one that's taking the risks and trying to grow it. You're the visionary to kind of scale it out. And then an investorpreneur is you've now made quite a bit of money and now you're going to start being almost like an angel investor in other companies that you believe that almost you can plug and play into, that you can scale their businesses out. Yeah. So I feel like you're going to get a lot more investorpreneur opportunities this year, mm-hmm. which is definitely going to skyrocket from where you was to from where you are now even to where you will be in 12 months. I think like the leveraging of keep scaling out your audience and stuff like that. No, that's the right audience of what you're getting in touch with, if you get what I mean. The people that are interacting and engaging with you are the right people. So it's impressive, mate. Very impressive. From where you've come from to where you are now, even just from, we looked at that video from 18 months ago where you couldn't even do many press-ups and now you're smashing out press-ups, you're smashing the gym, like you're all over everywhere, you're confident, the information that you have, mainly from the team as well. Don't get me wrong, like we probably don't talk about how hard the team work in the background to make things work, which then puts you up there on a pedestal of, I've got all this information. If you didn't have that information, it'd be tough, but you do have the information, you deliver it in a great way, and you've still got to understand the information of what we've been learning from what the testing team, because it's easy saying, there's 206 ranking factors. Look at Brian Dean's from 2020, like, no, like there's a core element of ranking factors which change at each core algorithm update that we need to kind of dial into to go more on authority or less on semantics or whatever it is. Yeah. Where at present, a lot of sites are being hit for the cost of information retrieval. People have gone too wide. And it's almost like the opposite of everyone was obsessed with topical authority, where now they need to start pruning and cutting pages down. That's never been said ever up until the last 6 months. And now people are talking about content pruning more than scaling out new content. So, but yeah, with the way that you've grown, I think it's only going to double and double and double. And I think sometimes I would say my recommendation to you would be only ever set yourself 1 month and 3 month goals. Don't ever set yourself 12-month goals.
Right.
And the reason why I say that is because in time, things can start quickly with a hockey stick approach, ridiculously growing, exponential growth. So if you think 12 months ahead and you go, I want to get to 50,000 subscribers, you might be at 50,000 subscribers by September.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So don't set that for, like, do it like, okay, I need to hit this and this. And when you set yourself them mini goals, right, that are 1 and 3 months away, when you hit them, you go out and celebrate it. Whether it's a night out with the lads, whether it's a spa day, whatever it is for how you celebrate it, but you go out and celebrate it. And if you don't, you're not enjoying the journey. You have to go out. It might even just be, oh, I'll have an extra protein shake at the gym. Whatever it is that you want for your celebration, but you make certain you've got nice little, not ridiculous targets, just simple, because the little targets that you hit will achieve your big targets. And I think if you set yourself 1 and 3 month goals and you keep hitting them, it's going to be a very fun ride for the way that you're going at present.
Yeah. It's funny you say about the small goals, and you're going to laugh at this story, right? Because I've got small legs, right? So I set myself a goal.
You know what they say about small legs?
Tiny feet. So I've got small legs. Now, I basically said, right, every time I train my legs, I'm going to give myself a Five Guys, like the burger place, right? And I started training legs loads, and I was like, oh no, this isn't good. And I started gaining a little bit more weight, so I've had to remove that goal. But it is all about the small wins and the small goals, and making certain that you're celebrating them. Because sometimes, like, you speak to some people that have made millions, right, and they're miserable, and it's like, well, why are you miserable? It's like, you've just done 300 grand last month. Why are you miserable? Oh yeah, I want to do 600. It's like, why don't you just go and celebrate the 300? That was your goal 6 months ago, and you've just hit it, and you've not done anything about it.
The point is, because if you set yourself an end goal, a big end goal, all that you get is emptiness. When you hit it, you get emptiness. Yeah. So like, you set yourself on a 1 and a 3 month one, and then your end goal will always it will naturally just keep moving further away, but you're never really looking to achieve that. You're only ever looking to achieve your 1 and 3 months. Yeah. And you keep achieving it. And that's what I'm on about, by celebrating it, because then you enjoy it. It's the uphill, up the mountain, that's the fun part. If you ever get to the peak, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's just emptiness.
Yeah,
you need to make certain you appreciate everybody around you, and you have fun with everybody around you, and you do things in the right way.
Yeah.
But mate, you're crushing it. Like, you've got to keep doing what you're doing. It's good.
Cheers, mate. Then I want to circle back around to the personal branding type of stuff, because you've been doing it loads. I've been doing it loads. Joe Davies has been doing podcasts now, which is good to see. He's been doing the tweets as well. But for somebody that's trying to grow out their personal brand, right? Let's say you're an absolutely nobody. You might have the expertise and the knowledge and the know-how. What would you go about doing?
Everything.
Omnipresent.
I think omnipresence is key. And I think, to be fair, some people don't like doing videos, so it's hard to say. But if you're confident enough to do a video and talk, get a video done. You can splice up, let's say this is 30 minutes. You can splice this up into 30, 40 YouTube shorts, like 40-second YouTube shorts. Then you got 40 days of creating a tweet every day on Facebook every day. You can put it on your Instagram stories. You can put it on TikTok. You put it on LinkedIn. You're omnipresent everywhere. That's just on the videos of what you're doing. You can then create images from within that if you want to do, which then can link to the full 30-minute video and stuff like that. So I'm a massive fan of just being omnipresent and doing everything. Yeah. Me and you spoke about it before, like what do you think your best platform is, whether it's YouTube or Twitter or LinkedIn and stuff like that. But I think it's a bad question that I asked you, if I'm being honest with you. You want to be on every platform, Because you might see someone that could be your next biggest customer that you're going to invest into that person, and they could be on TikTok.
Yeah.
They could be on LinkedIn. Like, so, and you've already done the hard work of sitting down and doing the podcast. Just share it everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. There was a guy that I was watching. Basically, what he was saying is like the shorts act as if they're like your gateway. So you might have like an edgy clip where you might say backlinks don't work, and then they click onto it and they're like, oh well, I want to go and watch this entire podcast. And then that clip might be shared on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, whatever else. So yeah, I do feel like it's about being omnipresent as possible, trying to get your name out there, potentially doing some podcasts with people. The podcasts, right? I almost see them as guest posts because you're reaching out to a relevant YouTuber and you're going on and sharing your expertise. So then you're taking away some of their traffic, and some people might like you on the podcast, some people might hate you. The guys that like you, they're going to check out your stuff. Yeah. So that's that side of stuff. What is there anything else from a personal branding? Like, do you think that it's important to have a website?
I think so. It depends if you're going for a knowledge panel point of view. So if you're going for a knowledge panel, it's good to have kasradash.com, jamesdooley.com, whatever it is, like the .com or .co.uk or whatever it is that you can get. So yes, get in that, because then on that you can wrap everything in schema, same as for all the entities. You can add all the images on there and you can wrap that in the schema. You can then do like Wikidata and Crunchbase for any companies you're a director of and stuff like that. So yeah, it's massively important if you want a knowledge panel. If you don't want a knowledge panel and you're just part of, let's say, FatRank, like for many, many years, over a decade, I had just fatrank.com. I didn't have James Dooley. I didn't want a personal brand. I just think with AI growing now, personal brand is big. And now my main reason is because I want more investment opportunities. Yeah, I want to invest and be an angel investor in different products, SaaS products, companies, whatever it is. If I feel it's a good opportunity, I want to invest in it. That's where I'm at. But for you, it's different because you just want different angles. You want investment opportunities, but then you want to be. You've got so many different products and services that you can get out there. Why just restrict yourself just to search route? Like, no, I'm Kasra Dash. I can help you with this, or this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's huge.
Yeah. So away from the personal branding stuff, I don't know if you've been watching some of the podcasts that I've done with the likes of Craig, Gary, Julian Goldie. I've asked every single one of them this question. I feel like you'll like this question. What's 3 failures that you've had? And I'm going to slightly tweak this in 2023.
In 2023?
Yeah.
Just 3.
All right, okay.
I've had about 53 today. 3 failures. So I lost quite a bit on crypto, like transferring money to a wrong wallet. I'd say, was a bit of a failure, but...
Do you know something? So we recorded the video, and this part of the podcast actually didn't make it. So can you please explain this story one more time? And I promise it's not so I can just laugh at you.
So I had quite a bit of money in crypto in different coins, and I'd never withdrawn anything. And everyone was like, I don't think crypto's a scam. So I was like, nah, of course it's not. I'll withdraw it. So I had it in Bittrex, which does trading. I'm not that good with crypto. I don't really know all the different trading platforms, but I had Bittrex, and I wanted to transfer my money from Bittrex into my Coinbase, and then my Coinbase to my bank account. So I had 23,400. I think it was Litecoin. Was it Litecoin? I think it was Litecoin. And I went to withdraw it, and I sent it to my wallet in Coinbase. And then I asked all the lads in the group, how long is it before it normally comes up in your Coinbase? And they're like, should be instant. I'm like, it's 10 minutes now and it's still not there. Like, it should be instant. Like, are you sure you've sent it? I'm like, yeah, I've definitely sent it. Anyway, I didn't know that Litecoin has got its own wallet and Ethereum has got its own wallet. I just thought, if, let's say I got a Santander Bank and a NatWest Bank, if I transfer my money from my Santander Bank to my NatWest Bank, as long as I put in my wallet code, it would work. But basically, I sent my Litecoin wallet to my Ethereum wallet, which then means that and it doesn't match up because my Ethereum wallet's a different ID and stuff like that. So I basically sent over £23,000, so over $30,000 to the wrong wallet, and I couldn't retrieve it. So if anyone knows how I can retrieve that, then let me know so I can try and get that money back. Well, that was about 12 months ago, 10 months ago, something like that.
You do know that like somebody can create a load of wallets in Litecoin.
Yeah, Litecoin. So if I was you and your skin, just go on Litecoin and just keep creating new wallets, and hopefully one new wallet might pop up with £23,400 in it. So yeah, that wasn't a good day. But I thought I was being clever, right? So listen to this. I thought I was being clever until I think it was Craig Campbell. It might have even been you. So in the private mastermind group that we're in, I'm like, yeah, but do you know what? Bit clever, really, because I did it with the coin I had the least amount of money in. I had like some that had like a couple of $100,000 in and stuff like that, and that was the least, the coin that I had the least in. So I'm like, yeah, it was only 23. It could have been $100,000. It could have been, I think, about 180 in one of them. It could have been one of them. So I'm like, that's clever by me that I went with one with, and then someone went, yeah, but what you could have just done is just sent £10. I went, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. So I sent all 23, and yeah, it's gone. So
that's been failure number one. What did you learn? Not to
just don't do crypto. It's all a scam. No, it's just obviously get somebody else to do things for me.
Right.
What else did I learn? What else did I fail on? I've had a few. I'd say my biggest failures in 2023 is time. Sometimes I get myself involved in things I shouldn't get myself involved in. And I do it because I feel I can do it better than what's been done there. Right, I'm going to change it, I'm going to do it. As opposed to spending the time with a team member, or it could be like a CEO of a company and getting them to do it and understand what it could be. And I know, and like the mad thing will go, well, why are you doing that? Like you should be delegating and getting them to fix their own problems. And I know what I should be doing, but sometimes what you should and what you actually do is two completely different. It's like saying, I know I shouldn't eat chocolate and crisps, but sometimes I eat chocolate and crisps. I know I shouldn't be fixing other people's problems in a business. I should be explaining what the problems are and getting them to fix it, and then they learn from it. But sometimes I'd say my biggest failures in 2023 was still spending a bit too long on certain things I shouldn't be spending time on. Because there's one thing in life that you can't get more of, and it's time.
Yeah.
So I'm not bothered about my waste. I'm not really bothered about that Litecoin when you go in. It is what it is. I'm not really bothered if a business that's set up doesn't really work out, loses a load of money that we invested on the marketing and advertising, didn't grow to where we wanted it to grow, and we close it down. That's all money that I'm not bothered about. It's if I spent a lot of time myself in it, that is my biggest problem. Like, I'm limited to how much time I have on this earth, and I want to make certain that I'm spending it making good memories with family, with friends and stuff like that. So there's a few times from a time point of view with regards to the failures, and that then led to me not going to the gym as much as I wanted to. If I've got that more time, it means I've got more time to open up bigger opportunities that I can spend and leverage what I'm good at, which is dealing with business owners and trying to sort out a deal and not dealing with the day-to-day, and then more time with family, going to the gym, doing like tough mudders, doing like what I'm doing now, warrior strength training and stuff like that. So what's your biggest three failures?
One that comes to mind, which I've only just recently found out, is I stupidly uploaded a load of articles on one of my websites, and instead of having the year short code where it automatically updates, it's just 2023. So that's that. Did you know what? It's one that's just come to my mind now, and I'm like, oh, why did I do that? That's so stupid. But again, it just goes back to the SOP.
Is it 2023 in the URL as well, or
no?
Oh, right,
okay. It's just
in the content.
It's just in the page title in the H1. Failures. One thing that I feel like I probably should have started doing a lot more of is uploading to YouTube.
It's easy saying you should have done this earlier. It's easy in hindsight, but
time as well. Like, do you know what? Looking again, this is another hindsight one. should have embraced AI a lot quicker than what I have actually done, because the amount of stuff that you can do with it is ridiculous. I think time, like spending time on stupid stuff, like things that I look back at, or things that I look back at and I'm like, why'd I spend 10 hours doing that thing when it wouldn't have made any more money? Offload it, or get a VA to do it, hiring probably.
Yeah.
And then embracing AI, like the amount of things you can do with AI that it's just ridiculous. Like you can do tweets in the style of Mozart talking about SEO. It's like, you can't write that. Do you know what I mean? So embracing AI a lot quicker than what I should have. And the time stuff, like delegating, making certain that I'm not the busy fool, if that makes sense.
I'm going to hold yourself accountable for that now.
Yeah.
And I want all you lot to hold me accountable for, I want as many AI brands out there as I can this year. And some of them will fail 100%. Like, I'm happy for some of them to fail. I'm going to create several, let's say, AI content, AI images, AI videos. I'm going to create several in each. That might be like one going after like the lower end, kind of cheap, and one that's premium, and just see what the market wants. Yeah. See what it needs, and obviously I can then leverage it for my own properties as well. So, but yeah, it's an interesting time with AI in 2024 with SEO.
Yeah, exciting times. So I think that's it.
Yeah. So obviously I think everyone knows. For myself, it's jamesdooley.com. I've got all my social media on there. If you need any investment, let me know. See what you've got. What about yourself?
Just check out kasradash.com. Or do you know what? I'd be surprised if one of my videos isn't in the recommended right now. So go and check me out over there as well. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, peace.